What up, y'all? So as y'all can see, you know what I'm saying, I got my R&R Boxing Club shirt on because that's actually where I'm going as soon as this video is over. Get some work in the boxing gym in. But yeah, I'm gonna do 50 one-handed push-ups, and then after that, I'm gonna slap my weight vest on, and I'm gonna grind out 200 regular push-ups. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all better show some love today, cause I'm about to get in. All right. So get it on this phone too. 20 out the way. Man, my next few sets of the one-handed push-ups are gonna be fives, y'all. I'm sorry. So I got 30 more one-handed push-ups. And then y'all already know I'm gonna get that 200 with the weight vest on. Man, y'all get active in the chat, man. Chop it up with your boy. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, that hurt. Ooh, that hurt. Y'all get active in the chat. Otherwise, I guess I'm gonna do a few more in the next minutes. Y'all don't sleep on your boy, man. All right, in about 15 seconds, maybe 20, I'm gonna go ahead and get the next set. I'm alternating arms too. That's 30, 20 more. Maybe one day my form on one-handed push-ups will get better. But you know what I'm saying? In order for that to happen, I gotta get better. So and keep working. Boy, I swear, y'all must be tired of me doing push-ups. Y'all must be real tired of me doing push-ups. Ooh. What up, 360 JD? Hey man, hit that like button, man. Show some love, show some love. We got 31 handed push-ups down so far, 15 each hand. We working. Give me a few more seconds. I'm gonna do the next set. Let's go. And I got some videos coming out for y'all, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all don't think I'm forgetting. I'm doing good. JD, how you doing? I don't know how good I'll be doing after these push-ups, but we'll see. That's 40. Woo. 41 to push-ups out the way. 10 more of them bad boys to go. And then we're on to our weighted regular push-ups. I'm not gonna lie, the first set looked a lot better than these past couple sets. But bear with me, man. I'm trying. So when you get a little older, the first thing that starts aging, they say it's your brain. The first thing to go is your brain cells. Nah, it's them joints, man. Like my joints used to feel good all the time. At this do a live talking. I will, man. I will. I'm I'm finna get yeah, I have one that's coming out in a minute. Uh I'm fixing to get on Oscar De La Hoya's head for that stupid stuff he said about the Charlo twins. He crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more voiceovers. Uh but yeah, the first thing that goes is your joints, man. When I was in college running track and field, that was like a lot of pressure and force pushed onto my joints on a regular basis. But I was able to take it. And now, like the simplest things make my joints really uncomfortable. And I'm only 28. So, it's first thing to go is them joints. Your knees get bad, your shoulders, your lower back, your neck. Ugh. Luckily, I got some omega-3 oil though. All right. 10 more. Let's get it. I got to slap on that weight vest. Five more. It's kind of hard to like distribute push-ups like on one hand. Let's go. Weight vest time. 51 handed push-ups out the way. And even though that's a smaller number, that's half the workout, low key. Because them Jones hurt. We in here, bro. 51 handed push-ups out the way. Let's go. Y'all show some love, man. I'm over here working. Still gonna take this good old break though. Yeah, we're gonna get finished with this whole workout pretty quick. I say 35 minutes or less, to be honest. I'm solid. What up, Rashad? Workout, then talk, then we talk. Yep, let them know. And a little chatting in between, you know what I'm saying? Just so y'all don't get bored watching me stare at the screen and whatnot. Hey, y'all keep in mind, bro. After I get done with this, I gotta go hit the heavy bags and the mitts and everything at the boxing gym. I'm gonna be worked out for today, and then after the boxing gym, I got back and biceps at Planet Fitness. I'm probably gonna throw a lot of core in there too. Might hit the row machine, like just excessive calorie burning and muscle toning all the way up until my next fight, man. Like I'm gonna keep pressing on, like until I'm one of those guys that's actually a threat in boxing. I don't have to be the greatest. I don't have to be seen as the greatest. I just want a decent career in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's it. All right, let's get this first set. All right, that's 25 out the way. 175 left to go. Let's get it. What up, Murder Man? Rashad London said, I need a gym. I work out at work. Got a small gym there. Hey, man, anywhere you can get it in is good stuff. Bro, you miles ahead of the majority of people on this earth. Because a lot of people don't work out at all. As sad as it is, some people just lack drive, they lack motivation. You know, there's a lot of people that are more motivated by sleep and food. You know, they get through their day and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that I stay in good enough shape to where I can eat whatever I want all weekend, and I'm still at weight. So all that stuff that you want, like things that people like to do every day, you can get excessive amounts of that over the weekend if you just bust your butt during the week, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like my stats have been running up, bro. Like let me make sure I'm having my numbers right before I even speak on this. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll remember the times I ran this week, but just in case. So Monday, I did this at the gym before I lifted weights. You know, I ran 1.52 miles in 10 minutes, burned 195 calories, and then I did my chest workout. Yesterday, I did this. So I ran six miles in 49 minutes and 3 seconds, burned 783 calories. So when you're working like that, and this all this stuff that I do, there's a workout before, like 2 workouts before. I do stuff here at the house. I might go to the track, and then I go to the boxing gym, and then I hit the weight room. So these numbers you guys see on these screenshots and stuff, these are numbers that happen after 2 workouts minimum. You know what I mean? So I work like that during the week so that when the weekend gets here, I can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Next set, let's get it. I know y'all tired of hearing me talk. That's 50. What up, Brandon G? Y'all be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Yes, yes, I appreciate that, man. But so we got a total of 100 done, but 50 of them were one-handed push-ups without the weight vest, and 50 were done with the weight vest. Now we got 150 more to go. I'm low-key gonna try to get this done before 30-minute mark, to be real with y'all. I'm feeling kind of confident. Murder Man always peeping something and laughing. Woo! As y'all can see, I'm drinking a lot more water than usual today, guys. I'm tired. And one-handed push-ups to take it out of you. All right, in a few minutes, I'm gonna do another 25. Not a few minutes, but a few seconds. Man, my channel needs to get more traffic. We over here suffering. We over here suffering, boy. Your body needs to drink and feed to stay strong. Exactly. Crazy thing is, people don't know one of the best things you can do is load up on eggs in the morning. There's 60 calories in egg. If you eat 3 eggs, you're gonna be nice and full. Put things that don't have calories in it, like onions and stuff like that, mushrooms, things that have very little calories in it to fill in that space. So you have like an omelet with onions, tomatoes, and mushrooms, and you put pepper on it. So you're eating your breakfast and you're gonna get full from it, and it's less than 200 calories. Then your morning workout, you make sure you burn at least 400 calories, and then you have a very light lunch. My lunch are very light. You have your afternoon workout, and then you have your late at night workout where you're probably going to burn the most calories because I usually run at night. And then you come home and you eat a dinner that has way less calories than what you already burned. It's kind of hard. It's hard to even finish a dinner that has 1,000 calories in it. Not to mention the fact that you burn 50 calories a day per muscle that you have. So for every pound of muscle you have, you're burning a free 50 calories a day in a 24-hour span. So it's really hard if you're doing what you're supposed to do for whatever you're eating to catch up with you. Because like I said, I eat crazy over the weekend. All right, get another 25. Well, got 125 left. Staying fit is a job, no cap, but it pays off. That's correct, Damon Long. Damon Long said, how many minutes per workout? So in the morning, like I do stuff like this with y'all. Well, sometimes I do it in the afternoon, but it usually only lasts like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour in the morning. You wait a couple hours, go do something at the track, something outside. You get in that sunlight because when you're outside and the sun's hitting you, you're burning twice the amount of calories that you would normally burn. So if you marching in place for 30 minutes burns 200 calories, that's going to burn 400 calories in the sun. So after that, then you go, do something else like in a weight room or something, but always make sure you get your cardio in. A lot of guys that are muscle bound and everything will tell you that cardio is not as important as you think it is. That's just them trying to sell you on something different that they may have going because they know people don't like cardio, but it's not the case. Your respiratory system is dependent on good cardiovascular health. So if you want a healthy heart and healthy lungs, you definitely need to be doing some sort of cardio on a regular basis. Doesn't have to be every day. Most people will recommend 2 to 3 times a week. If you're an athlete, you need to be doing it about 4 times a week, 4 to 5 times a week. Let's see. What about nutrition? Yeah, like so when it comes to nutrition, what you mainly need to focus on is your essentials, like your vitamins, but most people take multivitamins to get all that stuff. So if you're eating for fulfillment, make sure that you're watching your calories. You have to pay attention to things that fill you up that may have less calories than something else. Fat content always has more calories than protein and carbs, but carbs burns faster and it places fat on the body if you don't burn it fast. Protein is the only thing that's going to be lean regardless, okay? Because the point of protein is to replenish the muscles. So whenever you eat a meal, you pay attention to the fat content, the carbs, and the protein. If you're eating something that has pure protein, your body is going to use up what it needs as far as protein, and the rest of it, you're defecating it. So everybody knows that, and I know, like, let's be grown here. Everybody knows that when you defecate, you lose weight. So how much protein you have in your body and how much fat you have in your body and how many carbs you have in your body, that depends, and how much of it you don't burn, that's how much is coming out when you use the bathroom. So say you eat a lot of fat before a workout. and you go and you eat a lot of carbs, and then you go run and all that stuff, bruh, if you burn all the fat and carbs throughout your workout and you still have that protein in your body and you have like muscle deterioration, that protein, that leftover protein is not going to get pooped out. It's going to replenish your muscles. So you're going to gain weight. So that's why a lot of people eat whenever they're trying to gain weight, they eat a lot of food on top of, taking their protein. But if you want to stay lean, make sure that on your workout days, you have a very small amount of fat, very small amount of carbs, and a high protein content. Because it doesn't take that many grams of protein to replenish your muscles, especially if you're a smaller guy like me. All right. Y'all didn't know how smart I was, did y'all? All right, another 25. Let's go. All right, we got 100 left to go, guys. Let's see. Need all to fix up a whole body. Yeah, exactly. Can I smoke cigarette? Nah, cigars aren't even meant to be inhaled anyway. Need a whole workout. I don't want my gut to sit out, so I'll work on it. Yeah. The thing about that is a lot of people don't understand that in order for you to have a nice tight core, everything else has to be tight first. So you've seen NFL players that have muscular legs, muscular arms, muscular chest, but for some reason they still have a gut. You know what I'm saying? You've never seen somebody who has fatty arms, fatty chest, fatty legs, but has a six pack. The core, it being the center and the stabilizer of everything, that is always going to be the part that comes last. So you always got to make sure that you work by muscle groups. Your largest muscle group is your legs and your hips. You want to tone those up, get those nice and strong. And obviously, you want to work on everything when you go to the gym. But you're always going to see the progress in your legs first, your upper body second. Because even though I don't do as much lifting with my legs as I used to because I box now, they're still toned and muscular. And I do mainly upper body workouts. So you always gotta focus on full body. Now, do you want to work your full body out every day? No. You want to separate days by muscle groups, chest and tris, back and bis. Is it shin and hamstring, and then calves and quads, something like that. I just work my legs all together, all in one group. Because in boxing, like it's not like I'm still a track runner and I got to make sure that I separate and isolate those muscles. Like I just need to have strong enough legs to last on my feet for 36 minutes and to be able to, turn my hips and, duck under punches and stay on my toes. So running is the best thing for that, running and jump rope. And then lifting the weights is to draw power. So if I do squats and stuff, it's because when I sit down on my hooks, I want to rock you. Footwork is key in boxing. Exactly. I'm actually getting ready to upload a video today of me training on throwing punches off the back foot. So what my coach had me do was every time he comes towards me, I have to back up and throw my punches. And a lot of people don't know this, but fighting off the back foot is a lot more difficult than fighting off the front foot. So going forward, that's what you'll see in street fights, like that's what everybody does. It's the easiest thing. And the guy that's trying to throw punches while backing up is usually the guy who ends up losing. So learning how to, stabilize yourself and move with your feet and keep your hips up under you and, fight off the back foot, it's very difficult. But I'm posting a video on that later. I'm an orthodox brawler. So I'm that guy that likes to come straight forward. Like I got a really bullish style. I have a strong right hand, a mean left hook. I have a jab that dazes people. So I'm a bully style type fighter, but somebody with a really good boxing intellect is my weakness. So I've been working on that so that I can even the playing field. We got a couple pros at my gym that, they kind of make me look real amateur. All right, next 25. $75 push-ups left, y'all. Eamon Long says, I'm an aggressive counterpuncher. And then Rashad Leonard said, I fight both. Had to train the left. Yeah, it's crazy how all your punches fall into line whenever you get real savvy with the jab. And I had to learn that because, bro, when I first started sparring, I just wanted to throw a bunch of right hands. I would throw a jab and leave it out there and follow his body so I could just, yank that right at him. But I had to learn, hey, the jab is more than just setting up the right. It's an actual tool. So it's like, say somebody is stepping in real aggressive and you throw your hips and your shoulder into your jab, you're dazing them. That's how the Charlo brothers sit people down with the jabs. Still not as good though, but getting better. That's all that matters as long as we're progressing. Learning the geometry of punches I get is IQ. Yeah. So another thing is, a lot of people think that it's called windmilling if you throw a hook and you extend it. No, it's not called windmilling. If you're not swinging over like this and chasing after the person, if you're not swimming towards somebody, it's not a windmill, bro. It's not. So you have your short range hooks, whereas if you're inside fighting, which the hook is mainly designed for inside fighting. But if somebody is stepping back on you and you know you can catch them with a hook by simply extending the hook, why would you not do that? Yes, that leads to shoulder tears, that leads to people, tearing their biceps and stuff. But bro, we're gladiators. Ancient gladiators, back in the day, gladiators were getting stab wounds and getting cut up and stuff in battle. So why, who are we to avoid throwing a certain punch because we don't want to tear or strain a muscle, which will heal a lot quicker than a stab wound will. You know what I mean? And I don't mean no little stabs. I mean stabs where, that these guys were getting their arteries cut and everything. No joke. Windmill is annoying, but the deep uppercut is key for the weak battle tactic. Yeah, because if somebody is doing this, that uppercut comes right up the middle. So a lot of people don't know how to make themselves small. If my lead, I'm gonna have to stand up. If I'm standing like this, coming at you, you're gonna rock me with an uppercut. But say I turn my body like this, and I got this hand up, I'm coming in, my body's real small. You can barely find a place where you can tag me. And if you want to throw a hook to the belly while I'm standing like this, all I got to do is that. But I'm deflecting it. I can come right back. My shoulder can protect me, and my hand protects me. See what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't understand that the key to defense is making yourself as small as possible. You have to make yourself small. In UFC class, they teach us to kind of having the hand turned down a little bit. Yeah, like this. It's different just because you have to look out for a lot more in UFC because they're kicking, they're throwing elbows, they're jumping with their knees, and they might try to take your feet off and under you, or they might just tackle you. So in UFC, there's a lot more you have to look out for. Whereas in boxing, we're only using our hands. which is why whenever we work, like whenever we work with UFC fighters in my boxing gym, they come in for sparring sometimes. Like like beginners as far as UFC are always like a little bit too much for boxing beginners. But for some reason, like once the levels start going up, our professional boxers always school our professional MMA people. But it's just because the sport of boxing is a little bit more developed. I think stamina plays a key too. All right, next 25. 50 left to go, y'all. I want to train boxing. It's a beautiful sport, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. We got 50 left to go. Yeah, man. I honestly think that boxing is a discipline that can be used in one's family for generations. Very valuable. I gotta fund the gym. Yeah, definitely make sure you handle that. In the next few seconds, I'm honestly just gonna go ahead and crunch down on another few. 'Cause I want to get this done before 35. So yeah, let's get it. I'm good. Let's go. Oh crap. All right, we got 25 left. Evershot Damon says, start with cardio, shadow boxing, and proper form of punches and defense. Yep. And then once you start getting good at putting all your punches together and all that good stuff without any gloves on and all that stuff, then you go to the heavy bag. Once you start looking pretty good on the heavy bag, they start teaching you things on the mitts. Once you're able, like once you develop a bit of an IQ, they throw you into sparring with other people that are developing just like you, and you work your way up from there. Now, me, it was like a little different because of my stature, my physique, my health level, and just like my athleticism. I was just a really strong guy, so they threw me in there with the pros kind of premature, and I kind of just had to like hold my own. Okay, let's get this last few so I can get it before 35. All right, five more, five more. Oh crap! Let's go. Oh wait, technically I was talking for like a minute before I started, but oh well, I'm still gonna knock it out. Five more, y'all. Five more. I got 10 seconds. And we're good. Whew. Not gonna lie, them leg kicks in class make you rethink, bro. Yeah, big time. One thing that used to get to me was like being stronger than somebody when we would do grappling. Because I used to do Brazilian jiu-jitsu and stuff too. What used to get under my skin is being physically stronger than somebody, but them maneuvering so well that you always end up on your back and end up in some sort of, lock, hold, or submission. I hated it. It messed with my pride a lot. I feel like especially when they block your leg kicks. Yeah, shin bone to shin bone is something I can't get with, man. I can't do that. Whew. Man, y'all gotta show some more love, man. I just busted my butt, man. I'm having a hard time catching my breath. My chest is heavy. Nah, man, but that's what this is all about, bro. Like getting it in by any means necessary. Real quick, I'm checking something. I'm gonna click back over in a minute. Whew. Let's see. Shifting the weight in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu taught me how to rethink grappling. Put in that work. Appreciate you going. Yeah, thank you guys, man. I always appreciate you guys being here. Just like this stuff right here is some hard stuff to get through. I don't know too many YouTubers that's doing, hundreds of push-ups on a regular basis. I have enough of those videos now to where I made a playlist. This will be the fourth video on the playlist. I named the playlist Push Up Marathon just because, the most push-ups I've done in a video so far is 400. So that's that like, bro, that's a really like ridiculous amount of push-ups. People don't do that in one session. Like, yeah, I've heard of people completing like 1,000 push-ups within the day. But bro, all inside 1 hour, that's in it's not even just an hour for me. Like I do them in like 45 minutes and I talk for the rest of the video. So like that amount of numbers, I feel like that's what separates me from other fitness enthusiasts. Not only that, y'all are not just getting, my physical training, y'all are also getting my mental training too. Like I talk about things that mean something to me, whether it be political, with popular culture, or with, health and fitness. I'm going to talk. Let's see. Like Tyson used to train like that. Yeah. Bro, Mike Tyson literally read books on the art of war. Like Cuz D'Amato had Mike Tyson reading psychology books, bro, and reading poetry and reading about some of the most violent dictators in the world so that he can get that mentality to go in there and completely obliterate or destroy his opponents. So like everything you do in your life goes way deeper than what you can just display. It's also about what's up in here too. Uh Damon Long said, "You're naturally doing it, no effort." Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I've always been a talker, so I don't like to have y'all just stand, watching me while I'm not doing anything. So like, if I can season in a little bit of education into it, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Especially when it comes to things that like people need to know for like basic survival. One of the most basic things a human being should know is how to take care of their body. And taking care of your body, nourishment is a huge part of that. So, whew, you don't want to be one of those guys that's that's real strong on the body and real dumb in the head. You know, real weak in the head. It's a bad combination. Like, for example, whenever Mike Tyson was trying to get the fight with Bob Sapp, and he was telling him sign the contract and all that stuff. Mike Tyson, even though he was probably 80 pounds lighter than Bob Sapp, maybe even a little bit more, Mike Tyson would have obliterated Bob Sapp because Bob Sapp didn't have the IQ. He's literally pure physical dominance. So can he throw a basic punch? Yeah, he can throw a punch. He can slam. He can kick. But as far as IQ, he had nowhere near the IQ that Mike Tyson had. So Bob Sapp being 300 plus pounds would have meant nothing to a 225-pound Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson had the fighting IQ. Bob Sapp was just a big muscle-bound dude that no matter what you knew, you weren't going to be able to take him. And a lot of the guys he fought were way smaller than him. So, Mike Tyson being a short, stocky cannonball with that ferocious punch, yeah, Mike Tyson would have obliterated Bob Sapp. And I like Bob Sapp. Your week training and night talks. Yep. Trying to, man. It's getting a little harder to do like the videos at night just because I'm starting to get complaints and all that stuff. But I'm gonna find a way to rectify that. Exactly, Damon. Jarheads. Sapp. I wouldn't say he was a complete bum because he did outclass like some pretty good athletes, but they weren't, the upper echelon of athletes. That's not who he was facing. He wasn't facing anybody that just had a huge dominant reputation. Floyd Mayweather is top boxing IQ. Yeah, I don't think anybody did it any better. Sugar Ray Leonard may think that he was better, but I honestly think, just based on what I've seen from both of them, Mayweather has taken less punishment in the ring than any other fighter. And you can't say it's because he ducked anybody, because he didn't. He found a way to make every fight that people wanted to see. And people use the same excuse. Well, you didn't fight this person in their prime. How in the world do you fight 50 people in their primes? You want this man to fight all these champions and you expect it to be done all in their primes? So what was he supposed to do? Fight 15 to 20 people in 1 year? That makes absolutely no sense. And it's impossible. In order for that to happen, he'd have to have sanctioned fights twice a month, which can't happen. So, people kill me with that. Well, he fought this person when they weren't in their prime. All right, whatever, bro. That's because he was busy fighting somebody else that was in their prime at that time. Bro, I think he was not trained well. Who, Sugar Ray Leonard? Sugar Ray set the blueprint. He really did. As far as like slick offense, yeah, but I just don't think he was really. I don't think he was. I think Sweet Pea was better defensively than Sugar Ray was. Sugar Ray just had amazing offense. So as far as offense, would I give it to Sugar Ray? Yeah, but as far as being a complete boxer, I give that to Floyd Mayweather because he mastered both of them. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was knocking everybody out, chasing everybody around the ring, putting them down. And then whenever his hands got real brittle, after he broke them, and he started being real defensive, he made it hard for himself to be hit. Muhammad Ali said Muhammad Ali set the blueprint for heavyweights, and Sugar Ray set it for welterweights. Because realistically, a heavyweight's defense is not going to look the same as a welterweight's. It's two different things. Like honestly, heavyweight boxing and welterweight boxing are almost two different sports. Yeah, Floyd is great. When you think about it, bro, heavyweights don't have to cut weight at all. So it's just battle of the strongest arm in there. Sugar Ray plus Muhammad equals Floyd Mayweather. I wouldn't say that because that wouldn't be giving Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali enough credit each. In order to make a statement like that, Floyd would have had to go like 100-0 with like 80 plus knockouts and, probably only losing like 75% of the rounds he's fought. Like it would take a lot to be considered somebody, be considered that great. I don't think that's going to come along for the next 2,000 years. And by the time that happens, the blueprint will be so easy to pick up in boxing that you'll have 50 Floyd Mayweathers out there. You know what I mean? The sport is just continuing to develop, and people don't want to lose their O anymore. So now people aren't training to provide good fights. People are training to never lose. If I didn't know Sugar Ray, I would have got my ass whipped for misjudgment big time, because those hands. And then the thing that got me about him was his flick jab was synonymous to Muhammad Ali, and he didn't have anywhere near the reach Ali had. But him bringing his jab from his waist and still tagging somebody, that's some monstrous athleticism. Floyd is undefeated and not cheated. Yep. Funny thing is people tried to cheat against him plenty of times, and it never worked. Man was sharp. He called everything where he saw it too. We won't get another Floyd Mayweather for a while. They're hoping it's Devin Haney. As much as I love Errol Spence, I think he's just too physically dominant, like, to be considered like a Floyd Mayweather. I don't think he cares as much about taking a hit, like Russ. I mean, dang, Errol Spence is like pure warrior mentality. If you tell him he cannot do something, he is going to fight your fight just to prove that he could beat you at your fight. So that's not Floyd, Because if that, like, say the fight with Zab Judah, where Zab Judah was all over Floyd, and Floyd changed up his whole style the second half of the fight and started dominating Zab Judah. Errol wouldn't have done that. Errol would have just been like, I'm gonna try harder and harder until I beat this man in his own game. And the beautiful thing about Errol was he would have actually accomplished it. He would have beat Zab Judah at his own game. Because when you think about it, everybody expected Errol Spence to bulldoze Mikey Garcia. And throughout the whole entire tour of press conferences, all people were saying is he's just gonna bully him. Mikey's small, but Mikey is the superior boxer. So Errol Spence won every single round, and people are still saying, oh, he's trash. He couldn't even knock out Mikey. But before the fight, y'all were saying that's all he could do. Then with Sean Porter, Sean Porter's short. He's just going to do to Sean Porter what he did to Mikey Garcia. He's not going to go head up with Sean Porter. He went head up with Sean Porter and dropped him. And they're still not satisfied because it was a close fight. Earth to casuals, Sean Porter has had a close fight with everybody he's faced of top-tier competition. Whether he beat him or lost to him, it was a close fight. He had a close fight with Ugas. He had a close fight with Danny Garcia, and he beat them. He had a close fight with Keith Thurman. He had a close fight with Errol, and he lost to those two people. And he had a semi-close fight with Carol Brook, and he lost to him. You see what I'm saying? So Sean Porter has always had close fights with the top guys. But I'll tell you one thing, Sean Porter ain't going to lose to Manny Pacquiao. Facts. Floyd come once in a lifetime. Facts for real. Just we don't get one person that stands out above the rest every so many years. Yeah. Errol Spence need more experience. Extra. Yeah, but he's getting that. You know what I mean? It's like for him, he was placed in a really unfair situation because everybody was scared to fight him for the longest. So he wasn't getting these amazing fights until he went all the way overseas and took pennies compared to what Kell Brook was getting to fight Kell Brook and take the belt back to America, the belt that Sean Porter lost. You see what I'm saying? So it just he's been dealt a really unfair hand for the majority of his career. And now he's that guy. And now everybody has all these crazy expectations to him. But it's like y'all weren't giving him the same luxury whenever he was chasing a belt. But hey, I really hope y'all enjoyed my work ethic today. I wish there was a few more people to show love, but hey, you know, they come as they come. And if they don't come, they'll catch us on the, you know, the playbacks. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I really enjoy doing this for y'all. And I'm gonna do the same thing next week for y'all. So stay tuned for that boxing video I'm about to upload. It's coming real soon. And you know, y'all remember to like the video. It has to get out there. YouTube is not working off the same algorithm that it used to. Now you have to get a bunch of likes and comments on a video just for YouTube to promote that video. Okay. So with that, let me read you guys' comments first. Floyd had trouble fighting Mosley, but he changed his game plan and well, you know, yeah, ended up popping him upside his head and dazing him a bunch. Have a good one, bro. Appreciate you. Yes, appreciate you guys too. Whoever just got in, mash that like button real quick. Come on. I need to see 7 pop up real quick. Come on. Ah. Okay, there we go. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I fit in. Out.